Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
We're gonna have a lightning show out there this morning, Lacey.
Yeah, we got our own Broadway show,
I'm
Lacey.
telling you, there's lots of sparks flying, that's for sure. We have seen tremendous amount of lightning out of these storms. We still have thousands of power outages. I'll show you that due to this big complex that came billowing in from Kansas. And we'll expect the same thing again as we head into tonight, tomorrow night. Really, we've got 4 more rounds of a similar scenario. Storms will, of course, begin in different locations, and the threats will be a little different. But these overnight storm complexes, that's the pattern we are in. Heavy rain has fallen within these storms as well. And here's the current power outages. 3,500 of them are in Tulsa County alone, 300 in Logan County, 500 in Payne County. This is where we did have some quarter-size hail, also some winds in excess of 60 miles per hour overnight up near Stillwater. Now everything has calmed down. No severe weather for your Monday commute. We have a few sprinkles, some light rain to the north, heavy thunderstorm now coming in, just blew through Luther. You're dry in Luther. The hail core is about 5 miles to the southeast of Wellston. Could have some pea-size hail. Did produce some 1-inch or quarter-size hail over Arcadia a little bit ago, but the hail core's dying with that. Still a little bit of pea-size hail along 377 south of Stroud. And here's the light rain coming into Enid, back over to Alva and Freedom. And once this diminishes and fizzles out, pretty much done with the rain. Everything's drifting off towards the east-southeast, and we'll dry it out through your morning. Best rain chances will then be east of Tulsa. Now we have cloudy skies overhead. It's 69 degrees. It's a muggy start. And once the sun comes up, we are in for a humid day today. That's the trend. We'll have these overnight storms, may still have some storms at sunrise for a few of the days this week. And then what will happen in the afternoon, we get hot, we get humid before additional storms roll right back in into the overnight hours. 69 degrees currently, a northeast wind. We've got temperatures in the mid-60s with rain-cooled air to the north versus upper 70s right now down around the Red River and in south central Oklahoma. Winds a little bit variable. We'll have a light east breeze through the day today, and your hour-by-hour forecast planned for 86 by 3 o'clock. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies, and that east breeze staying pretty light all day long. So this afternoon, 70s, 80s. I do think we see 90s today, areas where we haven't had any rain at all. Mid-90s down in the southwest. And then this evening, late, storms fire out in Colorado, out in the high plains, and those make a run at the panhandle, northern panhandle, by this evening. That means the bulk of the day, we're dry across Oklahoma. The jet stream flow and jet stream pattern, we've got this ridge back to our west and what we call northwest flow coming out over the Rockies. The way the dynamics work when the jet stream's oriented this way, we get the heating, we get the high plain storms, and then we get those clusters of storms, what we call MCSs, that come in overnight, okay? And that's what brings a wind and a hail threat, pockets of heavy rain, and our trackers are geared up, ready to go, and our team will bring you updates because basically daily there's a threat for severe weather. Lows tonight will be in the 60s and 70s. Tonight and tomorrow morning for your Tuesday, thunderstorms fire and they kind of ride from the northwest down to the southeast. Pretty good chance that those do make it here into Oklahoma City tomorrow morning. This time it does look like more of kind of rush hour time frame. The storm's about 1 a.m. in the northwest through about 10 a.m. across the main body of the state. Could have up to golf ball size hail with these storms. They'll be kind of isolated in nature before they form more of a complex. So quarter to golf ball size hail tonight between 1 o'clock and 10 a.m. on your Tuesday. These storms could also crank out some wind, and they usually do. 65, maybe some gusts to 75 miles per hour. There's an extremely low tornado threat overnight tonight. Usually with these types of systems, if you get a tornado, it's very brief, and right now that threat is very low. It's more of wind and hail and a lot of lightning. Then we warm it up again tomorrow into the 80s, 90s to the south. Tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, additional thunderstorms develop and push down into central and eastern Oklahoma. And those storms will pose a severe threat for wind and hail and heavy rain. After we add up all the rounds of storms that we have in store for your work week, we're looking at 1 to locally 3 inches of rain and bullseyes. And we may end up with some areas that we see some flash flooding depending on how those storms evolve. Temperatures in the 80s. We do dry it out for your weekend. 80s turn to 90s to start next week. Back to you guys.